it wasn't just Dr. Moreland. There were the older faculty, the traditional faculty at Spelman, who was cheering us on. One thing I wanted to say, when we got out of jail, I remember that we went to dinner at Pascal's.
Start
And
that again, when we got out of jail.
when we got out of jail,
Yeah. We've got some noise out here that I don't.
all right, I'll just get ready. When we got out of jail, we
We're
went.
gonna wait, we're gonna have to quiet down.
I didn't talk about the role of the black churches in the rural areas, but that's all right. We'll do that
Yeah,
another time.
because we're doing specifically Atlanta. now,
Yeah.
so.
Well, do you see there in part because students came from rural communities.
Ah.
That was the only reason I put it down, yeah.
I don't
Okay,
have a marker for that, though.
that's all right. Those were the students who went to all the other markers. A lot of them came from rural communities.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Well, I was saying, when we left jail, we went to Pascal's, and there was a lot of cheering and support for us. And then when we got over to Spelman, the other students on campus supported us. But the people who came to see us, even at the jail, as we were coming out, Daddy King, as I recall, someone from Atlanta University, I believe it was Whitney Young, and Dr. Manley, of course. But when you talk with Lonnie King, ask Lonnie to review some of the conversations he had with Dr. Manley initiated him with how he had to protect the Spelman women. And you can see how seriously he thought about what this change meant, and what burden he probably felt was placed on him. He was concerned about the safety of the Spelman students. He wanted them participating, but he also was concerned about the risk, and I thought that was a good thing. I must say I liked Dr. Manley very much.
It shows in what you've said about him. It really does. And I will also tell you, we've got like 50 interviews, but most of the Spelman women have similar comments. And I think that is from looking at through the perspective of time. What you think when you're 19, 20, 21, and what you know when you're 50 and above are two different sets
Well,
of
try
information.
70 with some of us,
Oh my goodness.
So,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, that's good, and I have utmost respect for Whitney Young and his skill, I mentioned how all of these people came from other areas. Whitney Young went to Kentucky State, but then he went after the war to Minnesota and got his social work degree. We just had a number of people who could sit and talk with us about what they did after school. And then we had students like Rosalind Pope who was saying, well, we did this in Paris. Oh my, I couldn't wait to go to Paris,
And it was all that. It really
Yeah.
was.